Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AARF Interviews. This is DJ1. Today we have the great pleasure of bringing to you an interview that Cassandra Miller, CEO of AARF, had this very day with Tamira Thayne. She's the founder and CEO of Dogs Deserve Better. Dogs Deserve Better was a first-place winner of the 2003 Chase ASPCA Pet Protector Award, and Thayne herself was a top 10 finalist for a 2006 Animal Planet Hero of the Year Award. In 2010, Thayne was called the godmother of anti-tethering by USA Today. Thayne is the author of Scream Like Banshee, 29 Days of Tips and Tales to Keep Your Sanity as a Doggy Foster Parent, and she is co-editor of Unchain My Heart, Dogs Deserve Better Rescue Stories of Courage, Compassion, and Caring. Cassandra Miller, CEO of AARF Radio, caught up with Ms. Thayne, fresh off a 30-day hunger strike of all things. We'll hear more about that in the interview. Let's listen in.
Hi, it's Cassie Miller, CEO of AARF Radio. I'm here with Tamira Thayne, founder and CEO of Dogs Deserve Better, a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to freeing the chained dog. Hi, Tamira.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on to our station. I wanted to talk a little bit about Dogs Deserve Better. Could you tell us how you started this?
I started Dogs Deserve Better in 2002, and I had really been seeking a way to make a difference in the world. I felt like, what can I do with my life? How can I make a difference? And I bought a house that was about a quarter mile up the road from a chained dog. His name was Worthless. He was a black lab mix, and I watched this dog every day, and I was like, this is just not right. I can't believe this is legal in this country. So I decided to take a stand against it, and, I thought it would be scary and hard, and maybe I'd end up getting shot, but at least I thought that I would be doing something with my life.
Now, you recently, this was in 2011, I believe, you bought the Michael Vick's former Bad News Kennels.
Yeah, my organization, we worked out of my house for about 9 years, and then in 2011, we raised enough money to put a down payment on the property where dogs were tortured, fought, killed, because we thought, what better property to bring whole new life to, bring happiness, bring dogs who are happy and loved, and turn that place around. So it was kind of a good feeling, but it was a struggle, no doubt.
It was horrible things that happened. That was the Bad News Kennels, and now it's called the Good News Rehab Center.
Yep.
That's wonderful. Now, also, which I'm just amazed at, from 2005 to 2012, Dogs Deserve Better has paid out over $389,000 in vet costs for rescue chained and pinned dogs. Yeah. On top of all that, you also have what you call a Hero Fund. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, the Hero Fund was started last year because we had a thriving area rep program. We had reps all over the country, and they were rescuing dogs, but that was kind of winding down, and we thought, well, geez, there's still chained dogs everywhere that need vet care and they need rescue help, but we didn't really have the volunteers anymore to go out and rescue them. So we thought, what if we at least provide financially for these dogs? So we set up the Hero Fund that initially started with, I believe, $20,000 and from a bequest that we got, and we upped it to $30,000. So we set aside $30,000 to specifically pay $300 grants for initial vet care for chained dogs that are rescued by other individuals or other organizations, so that they can, sometimes it's hard to raise the funds. You might be able to find a place for a dog, but you can't get the funds, to vet the dog. So we have been paying vets directly with these $300 grants. And I think we've done about 60-some so far, so it's been really a great feeling.
That's wonderful. Now, you have a current campaign going now called Chain Off.
Yeah, we do. We've been doing Chain Off since 2004, and I was the first one to kind of just get out there and do it, and it was an embarrassing day, but the first time I did it, I spent 33 hours chained to a doghouse.
Wow.
And I wore, kind of business attire. I've gotten away from that, but at the time, I really played up the fact that, these are beautiful dogs out there on chains. Dogs are just the exact same breed as they're sitting in somebody's couch. What makes this dog okay to sit on someone's couch and this dog exact same breed, say a golden retriever, languish its entire life out on the end of the chain. It's unconscionable. So I started in 2004, and now we've evolved to people all over the country get involved, and they do it every year with me. We try to do it around the 4th of July, so June and July, people will chain themselves to dog houses in public places. I think state capitol buildings are the best because typically you don't have to pay anything. You can just go out there and practice your free speech. And it encourages laws. We want to get better laws for these dogs so that they can have better lives without us banging our head against the wall trying to get it for them.
Now, Tamira, it's only been 9 days since you've been out of the hospital.
Yeah.
That's correct?
Yes.
Yes, that was in Surrey County, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that, please.
We have been there for 2 years, and basically a lot of people in that community supported what Vick was doing. Now, there's people that don't, but you tend to get the naysayers who are very vocal about their opposition. So when we came there, I think that some people took it that, we were just doing it to get even with Vick, when really that wasn't the case. We were doing it to bring light and beauty and something happy to a place that had been such a place of sadness and despair and death. So really, was less about Michael Vick than what happened in that place. But there are people in the community who want rid of us, basically. So we had an employee who was taking money from our organization without our permission, padding her paychecks, and when we found out about it, she somehow conspired with people in the county to get me arrested for animal cruelty. I came back from my honeymoon with my husband. 4 hours later, I was arrested. I had no idea what was going on. It was just the most horrendous period of my life, I think. I cried for days. I didn't even have a clue what the hell happened. I spent a lot of time figuring out what went down and why it went down, and I fought the legal battle. We got our dog back. They seized one of our dogs without even being listed on a search warrant, which is illegal. Not only that, but she was in beautiful condition. We have pictures of her from the day she came into our rescue when she was all beat up, and the day they seized her, she was an absolutely gorgeous pit bull. And so they seized her illegally, plus she was in gorgeous shape, which was double illegal seizure of a dog. And when we got to court, the judge said, this dog is beautiful, give the dog back. So, basically they had nothing. It's all just been a smear campaign from the start, and they absolutely refused to press embezzling charges against the girl who was taking money from our organization. So I just went out there and did a hunger strike, sitting on the courthouse lawn directly across from the DA's office, and I spent 30 days out there trying to get justice, because what happened to me was completely wrong on so many levels. And, what this girl did in conspiring with the county was just unethical and immoral and, every M and un you can even think of. And so I was just so, desperate to bring some justice to this case. So I spent 30 days out there, ended up hospitalized for 2 days due to basically, having, from not eating, my system became overly acidic, and it threw me into the hospital. I collapsed out there. So, on the bright side, it has brought some awareness. The county is made promises to look into the situation. I feel that we've made some progress with the DA, but we're going to have to end up suing civilly, which we would prefer to avoid doing. But, it's just been a horrendous situation there, and we are hopeful that by me standing up to them, it'll put an end to this abuse, because we are being abused in the county.
Absolutely. I wanted to, you have how many organizations or how many groups of dogs deserve better throughout the United States? I believe you're also in Canada, correct?
I don't think we have any in Canada right now. We used to have a lot. We called them area reps. We used to have a lot of them, but that program kind of took a downturn. We got a lot of people that were not let's say, on the up and up and cause us a lot of problems. So we really cut the program back. We only have about 15 reps right now in, let's say, 10 or 12 states, but they're all reps who've been with us for a while, and we trust them, and we are bringing people on more as volunteers now than full-fledged reps because of the problems that we've had in the past. So that is where the Hero Fund comes into play, because we still are trying to provide monetarily on a national basis, even in places where we don't have representation now.
It's wonderful, all the work that you've been doing. Let everyone know what your website address is.
Yes, our website is dogsdeservebetter.org. We have been around since 2002. We were the first organization who really took on this issue of chaining. Some of the, since we took it on, so the big groups came on board and they started doing a lot more with it, and now there's a lot of local groups and fencing groups and things like that. So this issue has really come a long way. There have been laws in a lot more states. Rhode Island got a law last year. Delaware got a law. There's a law in California, Connecticut. Some of them need to be improved, but they're starts. There's probably about 250 communities, cities, counties across the country that have gotten laws. A lot of counties in Florida have been getting laws one after the other. So we're seeing a lot of positive changes for dogs. It always moves slower than you hope to, but we're very encouraged by the progress that has come about in the past 11 years.
The law on the chained dog, that is, it's so many minutes or so many hours or something?
It varies by location. A lot of the ones that are coming up in Florida right now are really good laws that say they can't be chained unless the person is out there with them, and that's the only time they can be chained. So I really like that law, because there are some people who say they don't have a fence and they just want their dog out while they're washing their car. So that's legal in those counties, but throwing your dog out there on a chain and leaving it out there is not legal anymore.
Good. Now on your webpage, you have an area for your donations, so people can help to donate that and get that, because you're doing an awful lot of work out there that's just fantastic. So, but I want to thank you for today.
Thank you, Patsy. I really appreciate you having us on.
Thank you for all your work you do, and I will be speaking with you soon, I'm sure.
Okay, all right.
Thanks a lot, Tamira.
All right, have a great day. Bye.
Hi, it's Cassandra Miller, CEO of AARF Radio and Vice President of Bridges to Safety Animal Rescue. I want to take a special moment to thank you all for listening to AARF Radio.
You are listening to AARF Radio.